Karuma Hydropower Dam, a project costed at $1.7 billion, courtesy of Exim Bank of China in partnership with Uganda government. Upon completion, it is expected to generate 600 megawatts of electricity. Located on River Nile in Karuma Town Council in Chirandongo district, the development covered a total of 465 hectares of land. A total of 414 families were forced to vacate their land to give way for the development. Government of Uganda, through its implementing agencies, have the obligations and mandates to compensate and resettle the affected persons. Even though majority of the affected persons were reportedly compensated, there have been several complaints, among others, dragging government to courts.
Kitika bole wa bole ni ngomitiani megwa ngomitiani pe megwa
normal do kwanchen do tiger kero wa po ngi ngarne
la weng do dong na ke yubo at ke ko joni
kan kite wa ki bikelo ye joma match ogoyo gangi Karuma ya wo ki Karuma center.
By this time ministry would have concluded.
On that background, Friends with Environment in Development, an NGO in Uganda, unveils the plight of 119 vulnerable projects affected persons trapped in their development.
Yeah, so in doing this, we work with the communities that are affected, and mainly and more particularly the Awo Dam affected communities. And this is where we are now in Karuma, and you can see the houses here, and the way they are settled, they are a bit compacted. These are the people, some of the people that should have been resettled in the place which had been identified, so to say, which we need to know and understand very well, but they are yet still here. And the conditions, if you observe that they are living in, are not really favorable ones.
Ania per volta ma na tu pier bicel bi adek kira ne na andan magora ngam tanu da no ka da mir sende chenne yo ni pol ka to ko kita gen wa bi ko dani to war ko ngam mu kene ma pe yela do yinyu ngam mu kane daxe ki don ni wo chawani a wini ni ki wadini ki wi ngam la pano ka ja inoya ni mo wati mu kare jemu ko chero ne ran ngam cha ka mo chero ne la ko du chen report no bir mo no pa wa ngai ko ti ada kon rumas li pegi ngol kunu ngami pa bir me wa ngam pa energy don gien kon wa gi ti ko ti yeli wen ka gi cha ko mi ni wa toero ma ka do kideno don wan wa ri giri futte pa kama tinono ma bi donga pe bi giri ni wa ko fu yiro ko no gena chama kiro ko be wan to stranded joma go be ko ngomi dano muta ti apa ya beach mi dongo ta ma wana furi nana wa rwata ko to ni futo tieni wan juma ro ba futi ka go wa ni go ko bi no ni pe bi no eno ki gena kera ana geno kere ji mi Uganda ni kompetini abiani chani don para.
In order to survive, majority of these families have resorted to casual labors.
Kita ma wan ki kere ne ki bir wa por mo be pe chene mo no kwere wan me ki chwadung nieri chere no lum mo ya kan kini wi ka ri wi nieri no kere yit mo kere yen kere ne ke no kan mo yini kere to ene yi charo nieri wil ki kari wil ka bun ko pe be nier ki wan e nier chere ki le Mumi ukwa wa dong kek ku beni maloy.
Ngi kwa ni ma chere cha win ngoma an ki koma we kan no chang no kwa ma yo ko lu te na da ko bejo ate lu te ni gi kwena kana ko en odi cha ngwa ka di ko ni lu ten ma de wali ni ko ni tin ma de wali ni le ke en ti ting pi ku ta leta mungkin ting pigu kan madi tidak we magame de chol wa mer kira chen go chola ando param yelo ka ati no nyane tuan kono gilo gede no giker wa chon no giyo ka beri wa
an kwa ngoma kung bela ti kilo temni ati aberu nga tata kin pe ka beru na pepe umir sa mo kana pang ada panga apang be podu be panga ati akwa ka tata kuno ni wila shama wila ngino ngusi keni agbe wila ngom ibe yoba ati ko na ti bodgi gena ye mirdo gucho gi magengo aja gibe ti chane
no rom dia chama do mir cham dua tungga man won o te bu mir o chen me o chen mo mir ini gua ka chul kala tiam non pe do tiam wa do bu do ko lu ku anya do bu do ko ma lei tiam no dong yu mo mir la tiam chual ke gang kwang de wi dom pere na ti am dong ka ti ki lo ko ma pol pe ko ma wa ti ke em dong wa le ko ni joni kong nun ko kon wa nè kitika bole wa bole ni ngomi chani megwa ngomi chani pe megwa pe yan ka ono megwa ono mier ka bien po buti gi wek wan wati ngom en nani nè e ma jono kwer pe ngom won pe gi yeni wan be wati ki ngom do ngomi mo abe ko
Office of the Auditor General Report of the 24th December 2019 titled Value for Money Audit Report on the Compensations of the Projects Affected Persons under the Karuma and December Dams. It says the sum of Uganda shilling 94.88 billion shilling, which is rated at 86.82%, had been paid to 8,285 projects affected persons, which represents 98.64% in the Karuma and Isimba Dam projects. However, the report shows that by the 16th December 2019, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development had not yet built resettlement houses for the 119 vulnerable projects affected persons displaced by Karuma Dam. The report also indicates that a total of 200 acres of land have been secured by Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development in 2019 at a tune of 975 million. The land is located in Lapono village and Naga sub-county in Noaya district. However, the report also shows that the land is located far away from social amenities such as markets, schools, health centers, water points, places of worship, and the main road. The report confirmed that 119 vulnerable affected persons on Karuma HPP are still homeless.
Tia Julian Labon, ma ana ya men a wai wan ma no mana mareo mana ka luteni ku be ngam ke gamanda dong ber ka chwala dan be kana no ngam ana ke kan pe ku tem ya ke no ma pa ka dong ku be chok dong ma ka dong da ngam na be pe ya ko kan ngar mo madak ye bene pek aya gimana kita mabe bene pek ci dong ngame do ri waten gin ma te ma pe ye bu ci la weng do dong na ke yu bo at ke ko bo joni kaka
an ya ke lono jok Francis Opera ati LC1 bela pono village babali Paris malo pe kilo kum ngom an puri adonyo nyen i office Paris 1 ti yara no do ngom en ke wilo chi ngeye ma biro kaya no savaya jomon wa as jomon de wodi dum kan cha biro kan ngino jone cha no ditele wajane gen gi bion ka pimu pi pien kan ki bikel refugees matika ki Karuma jonana joma majo goyo aria gi Karuma chikite kopo gi kan chi nge cha ko chere sub county cha ko penyo ni joma kaman ngeti ye chi sub county ni gitiki ngeje ye ila chen cha ko bion karwata ko gi no engineer tika bion engineer te ben mo ke gona chim mo ke a ke bion wa office center bora we go sub county wa bion ko gi warwata ke luak kan wa lok luak ila chen ne o wa ne matin ne ene an pe anel jon no du kan pian ka ne an dum en ngom en ti o ma ko kulu en ke kulu tung chel ki bura tung chel tie terwot kwere mela pono te gota loai ariane ne gin mo kan party me kumbe dong magario adek mati kat beri ma chalo LC1 ne pi anel dong gin mo matati me ero kan kite wa ki bikelo ye joma match o goyo gangi Karuma ya wo ki Karuma center wo ki Karuma center ero watin pi agino no teme si apenyo bena wi ajui ma chalo an LC1 no masala tela maki wajene jone ki bibion ka beru kan ci wa kumbe kamo mi wano penye pe wa ngey beru twal duwe chela rio ngey ere no won komgi o piu severino me Karuma o bino ki la wa chel nyapo me mo glone nyapo piolo tan lukwelo lisni dwe ma biero en no gem bion ka foro eka piera biero ye chel kan machalo gen luak wek gi pet e sunflower ki nyim pen ko sunflower ki nyim achama machalo liej ma ine neno bero chumchane gi balo ko chi ne o watin jone pomete o pange gana ngo gawo gi mi otin pa ki foro eka marom piera biero ye chel kan man machalo kitung bora ngecha kama twer ngeye eno.
Friends with Environment and Development also made attempt to find out from the authority in Chirandongo local government.
I have no report from the community that brings up a complaint that we've not yet been compensated, maybe because ministry has not yet reached us, or because somebody is blocking us. By this time, ministry would have concluded compensation exercise for the PAPs. But the limitation has been unclear grounds of ownership. I want to encourage the community members who feel they should be compensated to come up and complain, because we have those grievance redress committees near them. They can go through the chairman LC1. We have the CDOs at the sub-county, we have the sub-county chief, we have all the others, the chairperson LC3, they're involved. Let them know that they can be helped. They shouldn't die with their need within them. Yeah, I think the other thing, apart from what you have inquired, what the district is demanding or is following up with from government, is what we call the SIDA, that is Community Action Plan, which government promised for the case of the affected people, and the affected district would have some skills development in the area, would have some microfinance support. When you look at our women and our young girls and young boys, most of them, when the project started, it had a very big population, which created a market. So most of our girls and boys dropped out of school. They started selling some kabragara, maize, groundnuts along the way, and that would help such a category of the boys and the girls to get skills, or maybe get some money to continue with the business, so that they are fully established.
Surprisingly, chairperson of the district is not even aware of the development of the land in Noya district for our people.
I have heard about it, and I believe the process is on. I haven't I'm not very conversant with the exercise taking place because of my people and the fact that if it is there, they need to be compensated, they need to be resettled, so that they can live a dignified life and they can settle for a permanent development for their economic transformation.
Problem cannot be sorted in one day. we continue looking into it, and finally, the interest of government is to settle our citizens comfortably. So we are not going to compromise over that. We are continuing to study the situation, but our people must be settled into comfortable dwellings. Those ones who opted for resettlement, the houses will be constructed for them. And we expect even schools to be built in those places, water, electricity to be delivered. We expect them to live a better life than what they had. That's the ultimate goal of government.
Now, after learning this misfortune of the people that have not got justice for themselves done, it is very important to engage the stakeholders, and the stakeholders in this are the government mainly, whereby the Ministry of Energy is the one which should inform us about what is happening and what are the plans. I think we will engage them. They should be in a position to explain. I think they have good reasons for that, and then when we have understood those good reasons, then we will want to understand the package of the people who have suffered this long outside their what's supposed to be homes.